Hello everyone, it's Jillian and I am so excited for today's video because I'm going to be giving slime a complete makeover, and you probably know by now that these are some of my favorite videos to create. I love the challenge of taking an old ugly slime and completely transforming it. So jumping straight into it, I really wanted to give this 6-month-old slime a makeover. So it just started off, I think, as a foam. It had a very minty scent to it, and I felt like I could transform this into something really magical. So I wanted to make this two-toned and ice cream inspired. So with that in mind, I just started by mixing it all together to see what I was working with, and as you can see, it's super melted. Now normally when I give a slime a makeover, I like to remove the foam beads just so I can start off with a really simple base, but because this was a foam, there was way too many foam beads to try and remove, so I decided to just go with it and leave them in there. Then I added quite a few pumps of lotion just to make sure that this slime was going to be as stretchy and soft as possible, and then I mixed it all together. Now, like I said, this slime had a slight minty scent, but because it was so faded, I decided to go in with a new scent, and I added this really nice fairy floss scent, and it complemented the mint so well. So because this is a two-toned slime, I just split the slime as evenly as possible, and to one side I just made it more vibrant and green because I wanted it to be a true minty green, and then to the other slime I decided to make it a really bright pink, and I love these two colors together. I think they look awesome, and it was really easy to change the color of this slime, which made me very happy. Next, I just went ahead and reactivated both the slimes, and they reactivated really easily. The pink one did need a little bit more activator because I had added more food coloring to it that had melted it more, so it took a little bit of extra activator. But aside from that, they both reactivated so easily, and they were so pretty at this point. But because I wanted to go for that soft serve ice cream look, I added a tiny bit of soft Daiso clay to each slime once they were activated, and it made it really soft and spreadable and made it look a lot more like soft serve ice cream. And now it's time to put this slime all together. So I just had this cute little pink ice cream bowl that went with the pink in the slime so well. So I swirled the two colors together and then topped it off with some really fun sprinkles. I also added some slushy beads to the top just to give it more texture and give it that icy look. I also added two super cute charms that I thought went with it so well, and then this was the finished slime. So here we have the slime beforehand. As you can see, it was super melted and a little bit plain and not really my style. So this is the slime after. I am obsessed with how beautiful it is, especially in this cute little ice cream bowl. I just think they were meant to be, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. Let me know what you think of this slime makeover in the comments below. I could not be happier with it, and I just think it's adorable. Oh my gosh, it just makes me so happy. And of course I had to add the spoon because it just completes it all, and yeah, it was a really nice slime in the end. For the second slime makeover, I decided to take this bright green butter slime and totally transform it. So this was a key lime inspired butter slime. So it had a lime scent, and as you can see, the colors have slightly separated and it was definitely a little bit dried out. So I first started off by mixing it together to see what I was working with, and I was envisioning this as being a cloud slime, and I really wanted to stay with that bright green theme. So the first thing I did was place it in a bowl, and here I'm just mixing it together. Now, because it is still quite activated, it's hard to give it a makeover, so I wanted to melt it a bit just so all the ingredients would mix in a lot easier. So to do that, I first started by adding some food coloring because I knew that I wanted a really bright green, and food coloring does help with melting my slime, but it still wasn't melted enough, so I went in with some glycerin just to make sure that it was as soft as possible. And then I also added some scent. This slime was originally lime scented, but I didn't really like it. I decided to kind of stay in the citrus family, and I just added this citrus splash scent, which smells like citrus mixed with men's cologne. It's really amazing, and it's honestly my favorite scent at the moment. I also added some lotion, and then I just went ahead and activated it. Now, because I had melted it so much, it was a little bit difficult to activate, so I just went in with a stronger activator than I would normally use, and it eventually came together. Now that I was happy with the slime base, it was time to transform it into a cloud texture. So I started off by activating some instant snow powder, and then I just started mixing the instant snow powder into the slime, and this was really easy to do. It did need quite a bit of instant snow powder to get that perfect drizzle, but I was so happy with how it turned out, and it formed the perfect cloud slime. Now for the super fun part of this slime makeover, it was time to put it all together. So I started off by placing some in a container. Now I wanted this to be a farm inspired slime, if that makes sense. So I started off by placing some flower sprinkles because it looked like flowers on the grass. And then I took some soft Daiso clay in blue and made a little pond for these little ducks. And I even added some iridescent flakes to make it sparkle. I also added some little cow charms. Now these are not in proportion to the ducks, but that's okay, it still looks really cute. And then I decided to add 3 little carrots, and I just placed them in the slime so it looked like they were poking out, and I topped it off with some little sprinkles to look like dirt. So this is what the slime looked like before. I was not happy with it. It was an odd color and it had all separated. And this is the slime after. So this is my little farmyard inspired slime, and I think it came together so well. It was honestly so fun to put it all together. It started off because I had these little cow charms, and then I found the duck charms, and then I had the green slime, and I was like, oh my gosh, could I create a little farmyard inspired slime? So I tried it and it worked, and I was so happy with how it turned out. And the actual texture of the slime was amazing as well. It transformed into a cloud slime so easily with the perfect drizzle and no residue, and I could not be happier with this slime makeover. Let me know in the comments below which slime makeover was your favorite. I honestly can't choose because I love them both so much. I think they're so adorable in their own ways. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I love you all so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!